guys, Chanel here. Today I'm interviewing Teagan Brooke, a good friend of mine who is a model and an influencer working towards women empowerment. I love what she's doing in the community, and I wanted to get a little bit more information about her work and kind of give you guys some inspiration to have a beautiful day for yourself. So Teagan, when did you begin modeling?
When my mom delivered me. But for real, I felt like ever since I was little, my mom just gave that to me. And I love
Was your mom a model?
Well, okay, I was from a small town of like 1,500. So
In Canada?
In Canada. And my mama has done like fashion shows, but like in our small mall. Like it wasn't anything huge. But she truly loved like modeling and she loved fashion. And she actually named me after Cheryl Tiegs, a model in the 70s.
So cool.
And just kind of tweaked it. So ever since I was little, even though I didn't feel like I could do it because I was chubby and I had red hair and I had freckles, it was never something that I felt could be a possibility. Until I think about 7 or 8 years ago, my friend wanted to shoot me.
Okay.
And I thought, oh my God, I'm dead. Like, I didn't know, because I didn't know what it meant. I didn't even know like what a photographer's terminology was or anything. And she brought me to the agency, and that's when I got signed and started.
What kind of work as a photographer was she doing at the time?
She was a plus-size model,
okay.
And she was doing pageants all around the world. And then she turned into fashion photography.
Amazing. And where was that located? Like, where did you start that career? Was that here in San Diego? Was that in Los Angeles? Where did you begin that project you were working with her?
That was like in the Inland Empire. Yeah. And then I went to LA.
Are you doing most of your work in LA, or a lot of the shoots that you're currently doing right now, the different campaigns that you work with, are they up there in LA?
Mostly everything is in LA. A lot of things I've done before, you know, New York, Canada, and Cuba.
You're international.
I am an international model.
So you've traveled to Cuba, and obviously you're from Canada. What other countries have you been to? Has there been anywhere else that you have on your list that you're heading next?
I would love to, well, I always have like my vision board and where I would love to go, but I have been to Cuba. I did a campaign for Slink, and that was just so amazing.
Awesome.
I would love to go to St. Croix and model for one of my island designers.
Cool.
She does amazing swimwear.
What brand is it?
It's Guan by Sharon.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and put the links to her brand down in the comments below. So we also just recently watched your appearance on Model Diaries. So Model Diaries is a new series that's out and available for you guys to catch on Amazon Prime. And you have your own episodes. So did you want to give us a little bit more info?
Oh my goodness. That was an amazing moment. The director from FNL Network, Rocco, had connected with me through another, you know, like everything in the industry is networking and really who you know. So LA Fashion Magazine told Rocco to use me as their model because I'd be the only curvy one within all the episodes.
Right.
And when they reached out to me, I really stopped breathing for a moment. When these opportunities happen, it doesn't feel real. Even though I know it's real, it doesn't feel real because I don't feel like this could be happening to me.
Right,
you
because
know?
you were just living your everyday life, going to work and having a 9-to-5, and then all of a sudden now you're a fashion model. Yeah.
So with the network, it was really cool because I was the only curvy model, and that makes you feel good and makes you feel proud. And I'm not your average height. Like, to be a fashion model or even to do runway or print, 5'9" is
standard, minimum.
Standard.
Yeah.
And so me being 5'5", I really had to push hard.
To get noticed?
Yes, like
to
a
be
lot
accepted.
of time. And even now, like I see like younger models who are coming in that are actually shorter. And it's like, oh, I hope I was the one who could help with that.
Of course.
But anyways, so the network, when they said that to me, I was like, this is not real. Because a lot of times when like you get approached by something, you feel, well, I felt that this is too good to be true.
Sure.
So everything was legit, and we filmed it, and it was so stressful because I arranged the whole day. And Rocco had strong demands for that day and
wanting
to do so much.
If you haven't watched any of the series, they pretty much take you through a life in the day of each of these models, and it kind of just shows you all the little things you would do. But to be able to kind of see all the little things somebody would normally do, you're trying to fit all of it into one day.
Exactly. And he wanted more and more. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to kill me. But because we're women and we just make things happen.
Sure.
I made it happen. I called up the people that I love. So everyone in that episode were truly people that I work with and truly people that I love and support and have been amazing to me. Like when you can call up someone and say, I need you on this day for this. They're like, don't even ask anymore. Like, don't ask more questions.
Everything.
What, where?
Yeah.
And like to me, this episode taught me like who like my close friends were.
Yay.
And I had crazy day, but it was so amazing. So make sure you guys watch it.
It was so much fun. I know Teagan. I love Teagan. She's a great friend of mine. So it was so much fun to watch her being showcased and seeing the authentic things that are happening in her day. It was really awesome.
Yeah, like that's the thing too, is that it's still TV, but everything was real. Like, what you see with me is, like, what you get. And I have, like, my moments. So, yeah, make sure you watch it, because it was pretty cool.
Really exciting.
And then now it won a Taste Award.
What's Taste? I'm not familiar.
It
won an award. We don't know.
It won a Taste Award, but it's also up for consideration for an Emmy.
Very cool.
So
insane how you can go from being...
So weird, but I'm really thankful because there's just been so many obstacles to get through in like my modeling career. So when that happened, it was just so thankful, and I'm really happy.
I noticed that there were other Canadian models on different episodes. Is it a Canadian network that had put it together?
No, it just cool people are from Canada.
Apparently.
No, Holly is from Canada.
Holly is super cool. If you haven't heard of Holly before, Holly Barker.
Yes, and her body.
She is an influencer on social media and a fashion model that kind of does sports-related and fitness-related modeling. Her physique is insane. So.
Yeah, and she's a trainer, and I think she just opened up her own spa. Yeah, I love that. Babe supporting babe.
She did her episode on yoga and treatments at a med spa for fat reduction. Just really interesting things that were really cool. So also watch Holly's.
Yeah.
Holly Barker.
Body by Gia. She's one who helped me she gets me through my workouts, but then knows to be gentle on my body.
She was training you in the episode.
Because I need things that are lengthening, and I'm not really into
more like Pilates style movements.
And yoga.
Cool.
And then I had my crystal guru from Simply Wholesome, Mia.
She was so sweet.
Slink, who I love.
You mentioned that you worked with Slink a couple of times. Can you tell everybody about Slink? Because I know they're one of your major brands. Slink
is amazing. They are all about denim.
These are their denim. So cool. I was about to ask you, those jeans are really cool.
I've had them for a long time, and they're so
awesome.
Cozy. Albert and Estelle are the owners of Slink, and Albert actually sent me a DM.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, before they even had Slink jeans anywhere. So there was no social media for Slink, there was no website for Slink, nothing. And he had sent me this DM saying that he wanted to work with me and da-da-da-da. And I was like, another moment of this is a joke. And since 2015, I've been modeling for them, and I am truly in love with their company, what they believe in, and the fact that he took a chance on a older model with curves, and I'm short, and the fact that he took that chance with me and wanted me to be a part of Slink was huge, and it was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
I was noticing on your wrist that you have all of these, you have Kini bands. Kini bands are the coolest new hair jewelry / arm jewelry accessory that we are now supporting fully. Local fashionista and brand maker extraordinaire, Joanna Kinsman, who makes really cool things. She has these amazing little bikini strap hairbands that don't mess up your hair. And as a hairstylist, I'm 100% in advocation of her products. So we'll send you links to Kini bands, which we just did a shoot for them this morning. But I noticed you have this other bracelet on, and is this another brand that you work with?
Yes, it's called We Positive, and this one's from Canada. It's made in Italy, and I am in love with everything the messages. It's so, one of the things that I tell you about how I have coffee in the morning and, you know, I kind of just take a moment in bed. Well, after I'm done, I always like wrap myself in positivity.
I love.
Like little Larry, wrap myself. You gotta say little Larry, because just, you know, wrap myself in positivity.
Do they all say different things?
Don't worry, be happy. Life is beautiful. Take it easy. Just love. Be confident. Just remember to smile. Follow your heart. Believe in yourself. Spread positivity and be grateful.
I love this. And it's so pretty.
It is.
It has little charms on it.
And it's
that say good luck.
Just
fall in love.
Like everything, I feel like that is just so important too.
The name of the brand is
We Positive.
We Positive. Oh, it has a little W with a plus sign.
So yeah, so if you forget about these amazing things, then get a bracelet and
it'll remind you.
Yeah.
I love this.
It looks pretty on you too.
Okay, I'm getting 10 of them. So cool. And the Kini bands. My fave.
Awesome. So support women.
Yes, we support
babes.
So as an influencer, have you done any collaboration work with other girls that are kind of in that same women empowerment movement that you're at the forefront of?
Well, there's something that's in the works that I can't really discuss now, but stay tuned for that. The beauty company I work with, Vici, I've been using their brand for the last 7 years now. And people think I look younger than what I did when I was like 24.
Your skin is incredible.
And I'm 38. I'm like proud to say it because I feel like there's not a good representation for like women my age within the industry. Everyone is like between like 14 and 23 are considered old. But a lot of like the women that I work with like directly, like for you for instance, like what we have going on.
Yeah.
In the future, which
we're working on big things.
But just my circle of friends, a lot of them are entrepreneurs. So my friend Lolo, she does jewelry. She has her own line called Make a Vera. So we support each other to make sure we give love. My best friend, who is a photographer for Slink, has like the most amazing messages, and like we just work so well together and keeping each other uplifted. My best friend Kia, who's an RN and a plus size model, you know, like we just all like share our stories and just give each other like that, like, cause not every day is sunshine and rainbows.
Sure.
You know, like the plus size industry is just so challenging and has been just full of obstacles. So to have a group of powerful women to empower each other is, you know, so phenomenal. And I think it's really important to surround yourself with really amazing women.
And we talked before about some of the leaders in the plus size movement, some of the models that are working in the industry, and how not necessarily all of them are putting as much effort into lifting up others in that movement or doing more outreach for it, and that your goals were to hopefully be able to spread that message a little bit more directly.
Oh, definitely. I think it's important when you have that platform to be able to use that. It's not just about little quick sayings. Like being a woman is not easy.
No.
You know, I think it's really important that you share the things that have been challenging in your life, but then also to say how you overcome it. Because you can't go into like nego land and just, you know, speak negatively all the time.
Of course.
But to be able to get out of it. And I really feel it's important. That's like something that I'm so passionate about, and that's why this keeps me going, is because I don't want to just be a model, I want to be a role model. And I want to be able to let women know that it's okay, you know, to love yourself. And not just your body image, you know, like, because your body is your body. Like, love it, but love, like, your spirit. Yeah. Love your mind. Love your heart. You know, like, that's so important. But I know for myself, it's taken a long time to learn my worth. And I didn't discover, like, Teagan until I was, like, 30. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of anything good that comes to me.
That kind of insight is so important, because in social media and Instagram, all of the sources that our young girls have to experience what's going on in the world, we kind of have to shut down the stereotypes that we ourselves in our generation grew up with. There was such an expectation for what you were supposed to look like, or how you were supposed to behave, how you were supposed to love yourself. And so to have a position where you can influence people or have a voice that people actually listen to, it's really important to be able to share that kind of...
You just gave me like chill bumps. But it is. It's really important to use your platform. Spread positivity. When I got into like a better position with my modeling, I did have a lot of people reach out to me. And I love that, because to me, I had no one. I reached out to so many plus models saying like, you know, like how, and you know, there really wasn't any magazines or anything like helping you, or blogs or whatever at that time, like how to become a plus model. And it's so different between plus modeling and straight modeling, which I wish there was no difference, but we're getting there. So I've had a lot of women and young girls reach out to me, and I love taking the time to be able to answer their questions, sending like emails back and forth. And the question I always ask them is like, why are you doing this? And someone said, oh, for like validation of my weight. And I said, well, then you're doing it for the wrong purposes, because you need to be able to want to do it in your heart, and it needs to be a passion. Because if you're trying to get validated from photos, that's not going to make you a better woman. It's not going to make you feel better. If anything, that's just going to make you feel worse. So you have to like work on your inside first before you actually get in front of the camera. A lot of times I've had emails where they've just ended, where like, like you ask that question and you can see like I'm still, because if there's someone who is still giving me more, then I'd give them more, but there hasn't been anyone yet who keeps it going. Like they're truly passionate about it.
Well, hopefully if there are women that are watching that have that goal, that mindset, that intention, are aspiring for more, hopefully that is a good way to set a precedent, something for you to start with as a foundation. I love your passion. I love all of the inspiration that you're giving people. Who inspires you?
My mama, for one, because of how much of a hard worker she was. My mom was a teacher, so education is always number one. She gave me so many opportunities, from like being in dance and piano lessons and swimming lessons and skiing, and like she gave us so much, like me and my brother, so much. And my dad, of course, inspires me too, because he has a gift of connecting with people. My mom just, you know, being amazing and powerful and getting things done and organized. And my dad just very free-spirited and will talk to, you know, like anybody. So they're like one of my major like inspirations. But then I see and I get inspiration from everywhere, from like the ocean to people like you.
So going through so much and getting to be so successful in where you are right now, what are some of the things that have kept you going strong that might help other people?
I think the main thing for me is having balance. There's so many times where you can't put yourself 100% into one thing. You know, like you need sleep. I need sleep. Like for me, sleep, eating right, and yoga truly has been something that keeps me grounded. Meditation.
Breathing.
Breathing. Because sometimes we forget to breathe.
And last but not least, I have to know, are you a morning person?
I actually love mornings.
Yes!
And I've been working night shifts, and today was the first day that I actually went to bed at night and woke up in the morning, and it felt so good. Like walking into the kitchen and like the light that was coming in was so beautiful, and I felt like a normal person.
I have to give you guys a side note. This morning we did a photo shoot, and before the photo shoot, she had messaged me at like 7 a.m. and it was the most energetic message. I had talked to her all week. She had been so tired every other time I talked to her, but this morning was like a ray of sunshine when I got a message from her.
Yes, because I love mornings. I love the sun. I love like having coffee in bed.
Yay.
Like to me, like that just starts your day. Like sit in the morning in your bed with your coffee and just like think about all the good things.
I love it. I love it. I love mornings. I love that you're a morning person. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today and share all of your magic, all of your insight, and all the beautiful, wonderful energy that you're putting out into the world. I hope that this helps anybody that's aspiring to be a model, anybody that's working towards the body positive movement, anybody that needed a little bit of push to accomplish any of their dreams. And I'm going to include all of the links to all of the great things that she referenced today so that you guys can check them out. All of the people, all of the brands, her TV show that she's in on Amazon Prime. And I hope that you guys follow her on Instagram, support everything that she's doing, and support all the other brands that she supports. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Teagan, for everything. We love you.
Babes supporting babes.
Yes.